Hello people, welcome to another Warzone gun inspection. Today we are taking a look at the somewhat new SMG in Warzone, the RA225. The gun has been in the game since the start of Season 5, which launched August 24th, so just over a month. The opinions of whether this gun is part of the meta have been varied, but it doesn't seem like this new SMG is overly used by players. Firstly, I don't come across many players, if any, that actually use it in their loadout, but also if you look at the stats on WCRanked.com for which guns are used the most, it does not make the top 10. The SMGs that do make it in, along with the ARs, are the Vanguard PPSH, the Amaguera, the Marco 5, the MP40, and the Blixen. Maybe this is because most players just found a favorite and are sticking to it, or they just don't want to spend time unlocking all of the attachments for the new gun. But do I think it's meta? Yes and no. With the time I spent trying this gun, it does seem to do just fine in most gunfights. However, with the way I build the gun, it should be noted that it is a close range weapon. You can still kill people at medium range, but the TTK is significantly higher. I would say that past 30 meters, you're going to be in trouble against most ARs and longer range SMGs. But up close, it's definitely viable. So, the build. First off, we have the recoil booster for a higher fire rate. For the barrel, we go with the Morovac 18-inch needle, which gives us a higher bullet velocity and helps us control that horizontal recoil. As with a lot of the other Vanguard guns, we have the slate reflector as our optic. The stock is the Urban Tag, which gives us some mobility in form of the aim walking movement speed, as well as helps us control the gun with buffs to aim walking steadiness, initial firing recoil, and idle sway control. The first perk is the Spotter, which gives us a little extra damage range, although as I mentioned earlier, not that much. The second perk is the On Hand. It gives us some help bringing that gun up to our eyeballs faster when we ADS. The rear grip is hatched for some recoil control and flinch resistance. Now, for the mag, for me there isn't much of a choice. We have to go with the 55 round drum, because 38 bullets isn't gonna cut it in any game mode, if you ask me. To put in that mag, we go with the lengthened ammo for that extra bullet velocity, and finally, for the underbarrel, we have the Mark VI skeletal to give us back some ADS time and also some movement speed. Now, let's see what this bad boy can do. Shall we? Now, first let's check the recoil. Here we have hip fire, no control, the mouse is in the air. It's very spread. Next we have ADSing, no control, mouse is in the air, we're not controlling it. Then we have the controlled hip fire. It's still very spread, but it is doable if you're close enough. And finally, we have the controlled ADS. And it's nice and centered. So, that's it. Let's see the clips.